What do we have for Virgo? The Devil, Capricorn energy at the foundation of the reading, Virgo. Virgo, the downloads I was receiving for you were related to something being hidden from you, or you being hidden from somebody, or being hidden from the world. Now, this can be connected to romantic relationships, family dynamics. It could even have to do with your career sector. So take it as it fits. There's this call going out inside the Virgo collective to start moving forward from whatever these dynamics are. There's a sense of comfortability that I'm feeling all of you are preparing to break out of, because I feel that you're starting to see that you're not developing anymore inside this energy that I'm picking up on. It's very parasitical in nature. It's as if it's draining you of your life force, Virgo, really holding you back. So you're all really being called to rewrite the story that you see for yourself, because I feel that Virgos have been settling, taking less than they're worth, really taking that second fiddle chair to whoever this energy represents in your life. But I feel as we go into 2024, Virgo, this is all going to start turning around. It's time for you to really step up here. Really step into your power. Take your power back. Although I feel that this is a power that you've never truly encompassed. This is on a completely different level here, because it's taken all of this to unfold the way it has for you to see things from a different perspective, which is now triggering you to reclaiming your power and breaking free of this energy. I just got ringing in my left ear, Virgo. So there is an energy of you preparing to detach from something here. And for most, if not all of you, this is going to have something to do with the foundational properties of your life. Devil at the root chakra, which is all related to your stability, jobs, family members, friendships, romantic connections, just things that are seemingly very important in your life. There's a complete reconstruction of your foundation here. But this has definitely been a long time coming, Virgo. But this energy is making its way towards you. Again, 2024, which isn't very far off now. What do we have at the sacral, please? King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy at the sacral. Virgo, this is how you're coming up. You're coming up in this very bold, action-oriented kind of energy. King of Wands is somebody who has a vision and goes out and takes it and doesn't allow anybody to stand in their way. And this is definitely representing an individual who is reclaiming their power, and it's at that sacral position. So there's a lot of passion behind this energy as well, however this may be resonating for you. Virgo, there's this very confined energy, this confined space that I feel you've been existing in. It's like you've just been keeping your head down in some capacity here and not creating a big noise, right? As to appease some sort of energy, some sort of person dynamic that's in your auric environment, that's essentially in your life. But this is what's changing now. And I feel that everything up until this point has been preparation for where you're going, for this new life cycle that you're preparing to step into. There's quite a lot that you're going to be releasing here, Virgo, before you make your move, which is why I feel this has taken an extended period of time, or why it's taken so long to put this plan in place. And that's fine. I completely agree with taking your time to put a proper plan in place and making the transition as smooth as possible. But it's like now the call is going out. The divine's like, okay, Virgo, we're getting close. Just start preparing yourself. This is really the energy that I'm feeling here. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy again at the solar plexus. This follows what I just said perfectly, because this all has to do with your stability, your finances, your security, and it's coming in at that solar plexus. So this is very much representing this plan you're putting in place so you can make this transition as smooth as possible. Now, A very general example of this would be you budgeting so you can make this move. But I feel that what you're also doing here is something that you're not sharing with others. It's like you're holding back information, so to speak, holding back your plans on what you're preparing to do here. And all of this that I'm picking up, Virgo, comes down to money, stability, things that are material in nature. And, this can really speak on the type of dynamic you might be dealing with if this is a romantic connection. It's like there's no emotions left. I don't even have any water on this table yet. It's like everything is rooted in financial stability, which, as we all know, gets old. Doesn't matter how much money, how many materials you may have. If there's no love, the clock is ticking. What do we have at the heart, please? Ace of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy at the heart. Further confirming everything I'm saying here. Ace of Pentacles is all related to financial prosperity. It's also related to manifestation. And what I'm getting here, Virgo, there's a very strong message here from the divine that it's never going to be the perfect time, and you're never going to have a perfect plan in place. You get it as close as you can, and then you get on your way, okay? Because this Ace of Pentacles right here at the heart is representing support coming through from the divine once you actually take this leap of faith, right? It's like they're guiding you down this new path. And there's been a lot of holding off from this. Although everything is happening in divine order, so everything is unfolded the way it's supposed to up until now, the call has gone out. Now's the time to get ready to take this leap of faith. And Virgo, I can confirm this to be true, that when you're feeling called, when you feel that pull from the divine to move in a particular direction, there's going to be support on that path for you. You're not typically going to see it. You just have to step out on faith. But what I'm getting here is a very strong sense of support coming through for you in this direction that you're trying to move. So whatever this decision represents, Virgo, the divine's got your back. So don't overthink it. Just get going and know that you will be taken care of. God will catch you. I just heard so clearly that the reason why the divine works in this manner is if they were to come through and start helping you out right now, you would get comfortable and stay inside that energy. So they have to arrange things in your life to create a little bit of discomfort so you actually move. Makes perfect sense. They're not going to start providing you cushions in the space you're in, and then you confuse that with being blessed and maybe having some of these intuitive wires cross and stay in that situation. No. This is why a lot of the times when you are making these big changes in your life, things will just start to fall apart around you. This is the universe, the divine, God, preparing you for what's to come. And that's also something I can confirm to be true, Virgo. It will all seemingly start falling apart right before this big change unfolds in your life. You'll start feeling discouraged, as if the divine doesn't have your back. So try and remember that, Virgo. So when you do see this unfolding in your life, that's the divine working in your favor, not against you. Remember, they've got to dangle their little piece of cheese right in front of you, Virgo. Bait you out of the hole, so to speak. What do we have in the throat? Wow, what a card to follow what I just said. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy at the throat. And then as the scales start tipping in your favor, the divine comes through and they're like, yes, Virgo, we have your per diem for you. We've been holding on to this until you removed yourself from that environment. And you're like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you. I'm so grateful. It's okay, Virgo. There's this energy that I'm feeling here, Virgo, where things are just going to start working out in your favor. Miracle kind of energy. There's such a dark energy that a lot of you have been dealing with. It's really been holding you back from your true north, from the life that you're supposed to be living here. I feel it. It's very strong. And there's a tremendous amount of financial gain wealth and abundance that I'm looking at on this table. But this is only accessible once you get away from this energy. Because if you were to receive this while you still have this energy around you, this energy would make it much more difficult for you to get away from them, however that may be showing up for you. And like I said, you may think the divine is blessing you, right? That you had an error in judgment and you should stay. Something like this is what I'm getting here. Virgo, this has happened to me so many times in my life. And looking back now, I didn't understand at the time, but looking back now, I know that I was put through these cycles so I can actually sit here and tell all of you with full confidence that this is how the universe works. It's like I had to go through it multiple times over multiple decades, repeating the same cycles, so I would have the wisdom and experience to let all of you know that this is how it goes down, okay? So it's very important that you allow these changes to come into your life. Yes, you have free will, Virgo, but this really is a decision between God and the devil, is what I'm feeling here, Virgo, okay? It's like an energy of being on the left-hand path unknowingly or longer than you should have been, and having a course redirection and now realigning with your true north and the path that you're supposed to be on. What I also know to be true is if you pass this offer by, if you don't take what the divine is giving you in the time frame that we're suggesting here, you're basically defecting, right? It's like you're defecting to the other side. It's like saying to God, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to go ahead and stay in hell. And God's like, okay. You're basically bowing down to the devil. It's a form of indoctrination, right? So this is why it's real important that you don't get in your own way, Virgo. Just surrender here to the divine. Allow them to carry you into this new life cycle here. What do we have at the third eye, please? Oh, wow. Strength. Leo energy at the third eye. And again, follows everything that I just said perfectly. You're being called to have courage. Have faith and confidence in the knowing that the divine is working in your favor. These types of situations, Virgo, they're meant to test your faith. Because once you actually do get into this new life cycle and you follow this pattern and you follow this plan the divine has for you methodically, you have a beautiful story of hope. The divine is always working in our lives to give us these stories of faith and hope and wisdom so we can share with others to help uplift and show other people the way. This is what it's all about. I honestly believe that each and every one of us has a beautiful story that's being written with every breath that we take. And I think the sooner that we can all change our perspective over our lives, our vantage point, and really see ourselves as the main character in our own movie, we can have a lot of fun with this, Virgo. And this is what I'm getting here for you. There's a beautiful story unfolding for you here. And it's that story, that journey, which becomes this priceless blessing that the divine gifts you with. And it comes out of nowhere. You step into this new life cycle, you get on with your life, and then all of a sudden, you just have an epiphany one day. You start looking back over what you've been through and you realize that you're sitting on an amazing story, a book, whatever it may be for you. The struggles, there's purpose in all of that. Otherwise, what's the point? Make no mistake, the universe, God, the divine, is genius. There's precision with everything they do in your life. It's all meant to happen in a very specific way to position you for greatness, Virgo. And what I have here is larger than life. It's like the divine is right here trying to hand this to you, right? Showing you they got your back. Hand of God, and then here it is right there, right? Hand of God. But you got to have courage. You got to have faith. Third eye position, you got to listen to your intuition. As long as you're of healthy mind, body, and spirit, it won't fail you. And there's no reason why you can't trust that intuitive guidance. Now, just let me add a little disclaimer there. If you're somebody who is unhealthy, you're somebody who has addictions or abuses substances, then could be a message to you that this is what is waiting for you should you address these things in your life, okay? Your intuition is a channel. It's like see it as like a highway, right? You want to keep that highway clear of traffic, debris, right? What do we have at the crown? So you can receive, I just saw the star, these messages without interference. What do we have at the crown? Ah, wow, Six of Swords. This is a rite of passage here, Virgo. You're being led to something phenomenal here. This message is very clear. The divine is showing you with the Six of Swords at the crown that you need to move away from these karmic cycles that quite possibly for a lot of you have caused you a lot of pain, create a lot of stagnancy. It's like you haven't been able to progress in life. They've kept you relatively stuck, spinning your wheels. The divine is showing you very clearly here what is waiting for you and the actions you need to take to be able to receive this energy. What do we have at the foundation, please? Oh, wow. Justice, Astaroth, Libra energy at the foundation. This person, these people, whatever this is representing for you, this person is very narcissistic. They also think they know everything. This person uses gross exaggeration and manipulative tactics to keep you engaged inside this karmic cycle with them. I feel that you're starting to see through all of this now. It's an energy here where I feel like you're starting to recognize that you've been quite possibly enabling this behavior in this individual because you've stayed engaged inside this cycle here. There's been zero repercussions for their actions. This is also somebody who lacks any sort of accountability, which could have to do with the exposure around this person now. There's something that's taken place here that they fail to take accountability for, which I feel is what has woken you up. There's a lot of shame that I'm feeling surrounding this person. It's like multiple people in this person's life are really starting to wake up to who they really are. And yet they still fail to see the error in their ways. There's a lot of blame shifting here. I feel like this person has just reached the end of the line. People are sick of it. This person could be dealing with a lot of legal issues in their life right now, which is a result of this karma, right? So scales tipping here. And see how this could represent them, right? See, they got a little red ticket in their pocket there, connecting me to this root chakra, which is them holding you back. But it's like they're not getting any sort of blessings from the divine. They're like, what about me? And the divine's holding the scales right above their head. Like, nope, it's Virgo's time now. We got something else for you, devil. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Ammon at the sacral. Yeah, this person's about to deal with a lot of financial issues is what I'm feeling here. It's like somebody who's having a fall from grace. Somebody who has it all or had it all, and now they find themselves in a space of just dwelling on what they once had and having to think about all the things they could have done differently to still have that success in their life. Basically just squandered it all, Virgo, is what I'm picking up here. You know, it's like somebody who has a big win or blessing that comes into their life and they take all the money and they just spend it on partying and strippers, right? This kind of energy. And it can go both ways, male or female. Maybe they were watching the Chippendale for the females out there. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Eight of Pentacles, Virgo, that is your energy. Wow. This follows what I just said perfectly. Turns water into wine, right? And back again. It's like the divine giveth, and then the divine taketh away. This kind of energy. The divine gave them an opportunity, turned their water into wine, and then turned it back again. Unbelievable. This person, I feel, was meant to go a different direction, Virgo. This could have once been a person that the divine saw as worthy of something special, but then I'm just picking up this heavy energy of them turning to the dark side. I feel like you were the test. Their treatment towards you, and probably many others, is what led to them being where they are now. And I'm picking up on people who work in spirituality, possibly you, Virgo, maybe this person. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I was going to give an example about people who do work in spiritual sectors, let's just say. We're always being tested at all times. This is why you see so many people who have spiritual businesses come and go so fast, because they'll get a little bit of success and then it goes to their head and the divine rips the rug out from underneath them. They can't have people like that working in these spaces, right? People who aren't humble and protect what the divine has helped them build. This is, again, it's very common to see this happening. One day they're here and one day they're gone. God definitely works inside the spiritual community at all times. The divine is always policing the space. I don't know why I gave that example here, Virgo, but it's quite heavy here. So take it as it fits. This could be the person you're dealing with. What do we have at the heart, please? Andrelphus. I mean, I can't even make this up. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Unhappy voyage. And this Queen of Swords from this deck, this is the pathological liar of the tarot. And it's also somebody who presents themselves as something they're not, right? Look, it's a donkey with peacock feathers. Oh, yes, those are my beautiful feathers, right? This is that person. They present themselves as something they are not. Very arrogant as well, right? And it's like the divine is preparing to send them on an unhappy voyage, right? Meanwhile, you're going the opposite way. You're being moved out of the way, is what I just heard. And there's an emphasis on this donkey's pecs, right? And the message I'm getting there is there just seems to be some sort of focus on this person's appearance. Maybe there's an issue there with this person, quite possibly. I'm picking up on just a very arrogant energy. And for some reason, it's being emphasized here because I feel that, this person thinks that they're better than other people because of something that they attained, but this is what's being taken from them now. I also feel that this person talks down on other people, makes other people feel bad. I just heard hyperinflated ego, which that is that Queen of Swords in reverse energy, everything I just said there. And then we have Damabia, Fountain of Wisdom, which is the world. And it's stacked with that Ace of Pentacles, Virgo. This is so clear. It's like the divine is showing you, hey, Virgo, come this way. This cycle's over now. We have this blessing for you. You need to come down this path. See those peaks? Those are the peaks of success in the new cycle that you're entering into, but you must come this way, down this beautiful path. Surrender and allow us to show you the way. I just heard that so clearly. Virgo, I just heard that you have crystal clear third eye vision right now. So don't allow anybody to influence your moves or try and get you to think that you're having some sort of error in judgment. Again, the disclaimer that I said about you being able to trust your intuition as long as you're of healthy mind, body, and spirit, okay? I feel like there's somebody in here watching this reading who thinks that this reading is about them, but maybe they need to get their health in check. I don't know. That happens quite a lot, okay? And I just feel the need to say this because, your intuition is the meeting space. It's when you have a sit down with the divine and God and you receive your instructions on how to move. And in order to do that, you have to have your wits about you. You have to be relatively centered. And with the amount of distractions that we have inside our waking lives these days, we have to constantly sift through the intuitive guidance we're getting and all of the distractions and try and put it all together in the most cohesive manner possible to be able to move. Okay, this is not easy. It's very challenging inside this reality we live in. This is why there's so many distractions. We're always being distracted from being able to have this very connective energy with our higher self and the divine. I could really riff on that subject for ages here, Virgo, as to why that happens, but I feel like a lot of you know enough of why that may happen in our lives. You know, obviously, there's a force in this world that doesn't want us to be able to connect with the divine and fully understand that we are essentially living inside a spiritual war at all times, so they distract us. But whatever the case, Virgo, there is a reason why I've just said all this. What do we have at the throat, please? 9 of Cups, Pisces energy at the throat. Hauhia, God, the kindest giver, healing, preserves health, and cures diseases. Cures diseases. It's like you're being cured of this. Well, this is like a spiritual sickness, right? The divine's healing you. And what I find so interesting here, Virgo, we got all the way through to right here and didn't have a single cup on this table until now. Remember how I said it's like there's no emotion, there's no love. It's void of all of that. And then you close out this cycle, you enter into this new cycle, and you get 9 of Cups, one of the best cards in the tarot. This is an energy of complete emotional fulfillment, but within self. It's an energy of great abundance, right? And something I've learned about abundance, it's a mindset. It begins in your mind. You start to move with the energy of abundance as your mindset. It becomes your vibration. And then not long after you've calibrated yourself to that vibration, you then start attracting the abundance towards you by way of material possessions, people, opportunities. Sky's the limit. And this is what I'm getting here. There's a tremendous amount of abundance and wealth on this table, but this is only had by leaving this cycle behind. See, a lot of you are in these cycles where you feel like you're going to be sacrificing a lot to be able to leave, but what's hidden from you is that you actually have the ability to bring in way more. You just have to release yourself from the cycle. There'll be a little grace period, and then there'll just be this flow of abundance that just comes through out of nowhere. And again, Virgo, I know that one to be true. Took me years to release myself from some of the cycles that I was repeating in my life. But then I just got to the point where I'd lost so much so many times over and over and over again. I needed a change. I was so desperate for a change in my life that I just completely surrendered to the divine. I listened to the plan that they laid out for me in a methodical fashion. I moved with precision, and then boom, it all happened exactly the way I'm seeing it happen here for you. You just got to give yourself a fighting chance, Virgo. That's it. Believe, fully have faith. Put yourself in a position where all your moves are based off of faith without any sort of visual evidence. If you move inside this energy, Virgo, miracles will start to unfold in your life. What do we have at the third eye, please? 6 of Wands, Leo energy at the third eye. Strength. Leo energy again at the crown. Strength. 6 of Wands. Strength. 6 of Swords. So clear. Your passage forward. Victory. Courage. Confidence. Faith. Sahia. God who took evil. Longevity. Protects against infirmities. 6 of Wands is all about victory, success, recognition. I just heard this is a sure thing, Virgo, because you are a sure thing. Very nice. And then we have Hakamiya, the raising God. Loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory. And there you are. All your spirit guides lifting you up. Yay, Virgo, you made it. We told you we'd catch you, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I stepped out on faith, and all these miracles are unfolding in my life now. I'm so happy. God, I love you. Virgo, this is a very clear reading, and I feel that what I'm staring at here is a miracle that is wanting to unfold in your life, but you have to allow it, okay? Get out of your own way and move in an energy of blind faith. Don't question the divine. Just move, just march in lockstep when they tell you to, because they're trying to bring you into this new life cycle, Virgo, but you have to allow for this to happen. You have free will. Help God help you and step into this new beginning. Virgo, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Virgo. Take care.